Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2024 horror comedy hysterical film, Lisa Frankenstein. So this is directed by Zelda Williams. I had no idea she was directing. Awesome. And Diablo Cody wrote this. Diablo Cody wrote Jennifer's Body, and Diablo and Zelda were doing an interview promoting this film back in the winter, and a reporter had asked, an interviewer had asked, is this the same universe as Jennifer's Body? And they both got this glow in their face and twinkle in the eyes, and they were discussing how, yeah, it definitely can be possible that it is the same universe. And they said, no, this is the same universe. So Lisa Frankenstein takes place in 1989. Jennifer's Body takes place in 2009. So it's 20 years before the events of Jennifer's Body. How cool is that? That they verbally confirmed that it is the same universe. Didn't intend for it originally, but once the interviewer asked, it's all one supernatural universe. So what's the next third film in this supernatural universe of the Lisa Frankenstein and Jennifer's Body universe? Whatever you might call it. Maybe we will get a third film. I'm very excited. So, if we do get a third film, it has to take place in 99. Because Lisa Frankenstein takes place in 89. Jennifer's Body takes place in 09. We need a third film in the middle. And then just do other films every 10 years, kind of a thing. Love it. This is a play on the Frankenstein story. Victor Frankenstein creates the monster with electricity, causes chaos, etc. Right? Mary Shelley wrote the book when she was like, what, 17? Something like that. She's the grand architect of modern horror that we have today, even though she used to get no credit for it. Now she's getting credit for it. But back then she didn't get credit for it. Wonderful, incredible talent that she is. Is, long live Mary Shelley. And so this film has Catherine Newton, who's an incredible talent when it comes to horror in general. And then Cole Sprouse playing Lisa Swallows and the creature, whose last name is Stein. We don't actually get his first name at one point. But we get this silent movie kind of treatment on certain backstory of his and like certain PCP hallucinations of hers, and how he was killed from a lightning strike, and then she made a PCP wish at a party that her and her stepsister had gone to, when she was inadvertently drugged, that she wants to be with him, and he then is brought back to life by a green ball of lightning, and then once the creature meets the wisher, she's like, no, I want it to be with you in the ground, dead and gone, because people are awful. I didn't want to be with you. It's just very entertaining how a lot of the dialogue can be misinterpreted and then explained and talked about throughout this film. They do that a few times, I noticed. It's very neat. They talk about, assault and justice for victim kind of a thing, luring the creep into the woods, cutting his hand off. This film was a lot of Lisa and Creature are going on their murderous spree, if you will, and getting body parts from individuals to then replace on Cole's character, and then bringing those parts back to life in a malfunctioning tanning bed out in the back. Hysterical. It's a 1989 modern bit on what would you do in these situations with the technology you have. Pretty cool. Didn't expect the murderous twist, though, going throughout. Let me kill this person for that body part. Let me kill that person for that body part. And then killing the guy that she likes, Cole, with an axe murderer, after her sister was sleeping with him in a revenge thing. It was a wonderful bit, or lack thereof a revenge thing. They had a conversation about it, but Cole just took that axe and went to chopping to get his manhood, to have it sewed onto him, so they could sleep together before they then be together forever, now and forever, with her then being sent to maximum bronze in the malfunctioning tanning bed after they're then caught, of course. So it's a whole Romeo and Juliet bit at the end. I did not expect this film to be so dark and so twisted and so hysterical and musical. He's playing the piano at one point. She's singing Radio Speedwagon's I Can't Fight This Feeling, whatever the proper title of that song is. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Right? That song? Wonderful. But they use that song throughout this. She's singing it. There's a cover of it at one point. It's such a wonderfully well done film. Aesthetically gorgeous in regards to costuming, makeup, technology, props, set design. 1989 film. And I love the fact that the guy who plays Mr. Wheeler in the Stranger Things films, which takes place in the 80s, plays Lisa's dad in this, which takes place in the 80s. And he's wearing the same glasses. It's wonderful. It's wonderful seeing people do what they do best. And that actor is a great 80s dad. And we've seen him now in two projects, Stranger Things and Lisa Frankenstein, as an 80s dad. I'm curious if he's played other 80s dads in other projects. I'm sure he has, and I'm sure he will from now on, because he's a great 80s dad. It's just a wonderful stereotype. I'm very excited to see what Catherine and Cole, of course, do next. I love the ending bit. She's wrapped in gauze, representing a mummy with the red eyes, and he's reading her poetry after he eventually does get a tongue. That was the other thing. They didn't sew a tongue on. Somehow he gets a tongue, though, at the end. I just loved it. I didn't have high expectations for it, but it did supersede my expectations because it was so well done. It was so well paced. It was so smart. It was so horror but comedy. This was a perfect balance of horror and comedy. It's very hard to do that. And you throw music in the mix, bro, I'm all there. Lisa Frankenstein, 2024, awesome, incredible film. Thank you, Diablo Cody. Thank you, Zelda Williams. I cannot wait for your next project. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.